Hello, team, and I hope you are well and I hope you are having a fantastic weekend. So, yes, I do apologize that I will not be doing a live webinar this coming Tuesday. Basically, I'm sure you've seen the email now that I have tested positive for COVID today, and my voice is already starting to go. So, goodness knows what it will be like in a few days' time. So, I'm planning ahead on everything just in case I'm completely bedbound again. So yes, firstly, I want to say thank you so much. A lot of you have been very patient with me because obviously I've had the funeral and the wedding, which made me then not work on the Mondays. So thank you so much for you guys who were willing to do check-ins on different days. I really do appreciate it. So thank you so much. And yes, and the whole that I've been cancelling classes and things, honestly, it's not something I like to do, and it's really hard for me. So I'm really sorry that I've had to make so many changes, especially when there's a lot of new team members that have joined. I want you to fully appreciate how much that I actually do give to the team, but it's just been constant things being thrown at me. But anyway, so today I'm going to talk about like winter's coming, okay, and how we can kind of fight against it over these coming months now. Says the one who's now got COVID. Anyway, so I would normally put together like a proper sort of presentation for you guys, especially on this one. But I'm going to be brutally honest, because of the amount of sickness that's happened and family events like the funeral and that, I haven't had the time to make the presentation. So I'm just going to talk to you, then share my screen on a couple of images and stuff to talk to you through it. But hopefully you'll still take a lot from this and learn from it today. So let's dive straight into it. So we all know that autumn winter is quite difficult for a lot of us. Some of us like it because it's very cozy, and we get in and we can just have like nice cup of hot coffee or tea and snuggle up and watch Netflix and do those wintry walks. But some of us find it really hard because there's less daylight, there's less social events, and it can be quite sort of a lonely feeling kind of moment. And a lot of people also lose a lot of their dedication to kind of taking care of their self care and their well-being. So I'm going to talk to you how you can basically take care of yourself through this winter and through until next year. So firstly, your workout routine, stick to it, okay? There are going to be days where you're going to be like, I am just not motivated. I've just got nothing. I need to kick up the arse. If you're having that day and it's literally you can't be bothered, you need to text me, okay? And I mean it. Send me a text saying, Hayley, I'm having a day where I'm feeling a bit meh. 9 times out of 10, I will go, get your ass moving, go. And then I want an update how the workout was. So if I've set for you 3 workouts per week, 4, 5, whatever it is, stick to those. You're going to feel really good from just purely doing those in the first place. It's going to be a real, sense of accomplishment at the end of the week that you have smashed those. So definitely stick to those. And if you can, a form of cardio per week. Most of you do have at least one form of cardio to complete per week. Stick to that as well, whether it's running, cycling, going out for a power walk, swimming. I've got people doing classes, whatever it is that works, just keep doing it. It's great for those endorphins. Personally, I love running in the colder weather because I don't get too sweaty and I feel like I've got more energy for it, but each to their own, I suppose. My God, I cannot wait till I'm not self-isolating. So I'm supposed to be doing a small mini marathon thing in a month's time. And I've got 10 days taken away from me from training. Anyway, so stick to your routine. Make a routine for yourself. So for those of you who work weird shifts, so shifts are changing all the time. For those of you who are cabin crew and you're doing lots of weird different shifts, where it's 6-day blocks, 7-day blocks, find what works for you. If it's you're going to have to go in the morning, go in the morning because you just need to go to bed early. Is it you're going to have to go straight after work? So then almost like pack your gym stuff in the car So then it's a non-negotiable. So when you finish work on your way home, you stop at the gym, crack on for an hour session, go home, relax, and enjoy your evening. Find a routine that's going to work for you. Okay. The times I feel like you shouldn't be working out is illness, obviously, an injury, or you're going through a particularly very, very, very difficult time. If it's just you're feeling a bit shit and a bit moody, get your ass moving. Sorry, but it's just one of those things that you will feel 10 times better when you've done a session. I can guarantee it. Okay. We can have weeks where we're just feeling low moods, or for women, when we're going through PMS. A lot of us, don't get me wrong, if you've got something like endometriosis or anything similar to that, yes, I can understand not working out, but you can try and take a, like a light form of exercise, like a little small walk a couple times a day or something like that, whatever works for you. But if it's just you're feeling a bit sluggish or just a bit tired from PMS, get moving, mate. It will make you feel better. Okay. It will 100% help. It's proven through scientific research that if you are suffering with bad PMS or during menstruation, you've got a bit of cramping, light exercise has proven to lessen the symptoms and make it more enjoyable. So like I say, find a routine that works for you and ask yourself, are you making excuses, or have you got a barrier that is actually physically you cannot work out the difference? Because sometimes I think we can let our brains kind of overdrive and take over, and then we kind of put ourselves off. The other thing is, if you're on a day off of work and it's like you've got nothing on and you're just hanging around, could you just get your workout out over and done with in the morning? Because the more it plays on your mind, the more likely you're going to feel crap and less likely to do it later on in the day. So think about that. Now, steps, okay, I get it. Steps is easier to get in the summer, except for this summer, it was, well, shit, wasn't it? But normally the steps a lot harder to get in the winter because we've got less daylight. It's normally a bit more wet, cold, windy. So it is more challenging for that. But what we can do is make conscious effort in terms of taking stairs instead of a lift or an escalator, parking furthest away if it's like a covered car park. And when it is a sunny day and you have got time, walk somewhere, go somewhere, make those conscious little habits, healthy habits, they will help. Now, if it's absolutely pissing it down and it is awful weather and you have, I don't know, you've been working 9 to 5 and it's just been dark the whole time. Now, there's a way around this, okay? So firstly, if you work in the office, every hour, set an alarm, just stand up for 5 minutes. Stand up and move around, okay? Firstly, you're at a desk like this for ages, okay? That ain't good. What's it doing to your spine? And also, all that hunched overness, think of it. It's also going to give you neck pain as well as lower back pain. So stand up every hour, so there are ways you could do it. You can either set an alarm, or you have a bottle of water next to you and you have, say like it was a 500ml bottle. You could set it so, right, in that hour while I'm working, I'm going to keep sipping at this water. Oh, it's empty. I need to get up and go and fill it. Think of things like that. Same for those of you who work from home, such as myself. We have to, I personally hate sitting for long periods of time because obviously with my job, I love being active. So I will often have the water with me, but every hour I just get up and stand and move around for a little bit. Or that's when I would probably want to record a class or something like that, because I need to move. So think about that. Now, if it's literally getting to the point where your steps are so low, then you and I would make an arrangement. So it'll be like, okay, we need to have an extra form of cardio per week, whether it's, doing a class, an online class, doing spinners class, or joining a circuit class. Some people do CrossFit. whatever it is, that's a form of cardio. You could do that, like at least an extra form of that per week. That could help. Okay. So I have got people that it's not realistic for us to get 10,000 steps every day. I'm very aware that we all have different lifestyles. And so the maximum I will give them is 5,000 steps. Sometimes they can't even achieve that because of their jobs, because it's literally commuting to work, constantly working for 9 hours in like they're in like meetings all day, or they're in the office all day for like 9 hours, 10 hours. I've had some people in there like from, what was it, 8 in the morning till 9 at night, things like that. With those people, then I would say, right, let's include something like a run at the weekend, or just getting out at the weekend and making sure you're moving and doing some form of cardio to kind of just elevate the heart slightly, but just moving more. Okay, so there is a way around it. So if it gets like that for yourself, you could do it where you've done your sessions. So say like you're a gym goer, you could do it where you finish your session and then you're going to do 20 minutes on the treadmill, or my favorite is the step master, because man alive, is that hard. And also it is an amazing cardio machine. It burns some serious calories on that. It's not for the faint-hearted, but it's my favorite form of cardio machine. So you could do that. Or you could do, well, think of it. If you want to be on the bike for half an hour afterwards, I don't mean these sort of people you see laying back, just going like that really slowly. I'm talking cardio, all right? I'm talking like you could either do it where it sprints and then slow it down, then sprint, then slow it down. Or you could do it where you increase like if it's treadmill, bring the incline up for like a minute, then bring it down, then up, then down. Or if it's with a bike, bring up the resistance for 30 seconds, lower it for 30 seconds. Think outside the box and how you can do your cardio. Don't make it piss easy. That's one thing, but don't make it ridiculously hard, please. I don't want anyone going to cardiac arrest. So just think about it, how we can increase your productivity in terms of exercise over the winter. Now, nutrition is a big one, and you know that I always talk about it, and I know that you guys, it's your favorite subject. But I think it's a big deal, especially over the winter, because I don't know about you, but I'm more susceptible to wanting to have takeaways and just junk food and just drinking hot chocolates, red wine. Oh my God, as soon as autumn peaks, I'm like, red wine season. So we're all human. What I say is, if with your targets, try and stick to them, but also be realistic. Okay. So keep your protein goals, stick to that. That's really going to make a difference and really help you. But also the fruit and veg, more than ever before, so important. There's so many like vitamins, minerals, but also you've got what's called phytochemicals in them, which help boost your immune system over the winter. Okay. So I'm going to hold my hand up. Since my birthday, my nutrition has not been particularly great. And that was the beginning of September. And it's been okay, but it's not been great. And now I've had the flu and now I've got COVID. Okay, you can't really avoid those. But could I have helped lessen the symptoms if I had eaten a little bit better earlier? Probably yes. So yeah. So with that, it's making sure you have 5 to 7 portions of fruit and veg a day. When I say a portion of fruit and veg, that's a handful per thing, okay? Handful. So really bulk up your plates with veg. So when you've got a good source of protein, chuck on a shit ton of veg, mate. You're going to be so full. There'll be tons of fiber in there and all those wonderful phytochemicals and vitamins and minerals in there to really take care of you. And you're going to feel so good from your workouts from it. Like you will be very energized after it. So really, really, really recommend it. So this brings me on to talk about supplements. I'm obviously not qualified to tell you to take supplements, but I do strongly advise over the winter to take at least, we should be doing all year round, to be honest, multivitamins in case you're not eating enough fruit and veg, as well as just, enough variety in your diet as you probably think. We all think we eat enough variety, but actually normally we don't. It's from just habits we've picked up and just from all kinds of ways and habits. So I would say multivitamins, and then I'm now starting to take vitamin D3 purely because it's now darker times and it's just really, really good in terms of, I know that when I take it, my energy massively improves. And I think I might, next thing I need to get is some cod liver oil tablets, or if you're a vegan, omega-3. Now you can get vegan omega-3 supplementation, however, they are very expensive, unless anyone knows any cheaper ways to buy it. When I went on My Protein, I could get it for £6 for the regular omega-3, but for the vegan, it was £20, which I thought was a lot, which I think is ridiculous, seeing as we all want to make better effort, because actually it is proven that omega-3 originally is not from fish. Everyone sees Seaspiracy? I have. Man. Anyway, so I want to talk to you about the roles of vitamins and minerals. So what I'm going to do is share my screen. There are a lot of vitamins and minerals, I won't lie, and I'm not an expert in it, okay? But I want to outline the important ones for you to consider over the winter, all right? In order to help you. So how do I share? There you go, share screen. So here we go. Let's go on this and let's just widen this up. So we'll go through like a few of these, and like luckily this table does have sources of all of these different vitamins. Now vitamin A is great for a good vision, skin, bones, teeth, and also reproduction. Now for women who are post-menopause, not too much of this, okay? And also women who are pregnant, really try to lower how much you would have of vitamin A sources in this, if anything, next to nothing. Just take your pregnancy multivitamins, please. So sources of vitamin A are liver, eggs, fish, milk, carrots, sweet potato, pumpkin, and spinach. But please don't neglect it. I know it's obviously a big no-no for people who are post-menopause or those who are pregnant, but vitamin A should not be neglected, please. B1 helps convert food into energy and is critical for nerve function. Okay, so you find that in pork, soy, watermelon, tomato, and spinach. Then you've got vitamin B2. It helps convert food into energy and supports healthy skin, hair, blood, and your brain. So you find that in dairy, meat, leafy green veggies, enriched wheat. I'm not even sure what that means. And oysters. Now, if any of you are eating oysters, I am very intrigued. Vitamin B3 helps convert food into energy as well, and is essential for healthy nervous system. So you're noticing all these B's are helping with brain function as well as the nervous system. So you're going to get that from beef, chicken, shrimp, avocado, peanuts, tomato, and spinach. Then you've got B6, which helps make red blood cells and improves sleep, appetite, and mood. So that can come from chicken, tofu, banana, watermelon, fish, and legumes. Then you've got B7, helps convert food into energy and break down glucose, okay? So a lot of these you'll notice with the vitamin Bs, a lot of it is protein sources and healthy carbohydrates. So yeah, anyway, so with the B7, that's whole grains, eggs, almonds, soybeans, and fish. And then you've got B9, vital for new creation and DNA synthesis. Now, I didn't know that one. So that comes from legumes, spinach, leafy greens, chickpeas, tomato, and asparagus. So a lot of veggies in that one. Vitamin B12, which is normally quite low in those who are on a plant-based diet. So if you are on a plant-based diet, I would like you to be taking a B12 supplementation, okay? Because when you are on a plant-based diet, a lot of people, some of you are very good at getting your complete proteins in, because I see how much protein is in your diet. But with the complete proteins, I just say, please. That's why for vegan, I really do push for people to have more than one source of protein on in each meal. So it's normally like 2 or 3. I've got some form of protein in them to then form those essential amino acids together for your diet. Okay. Perhaps if you want to contact me with like how to be able to balance and put those together, I'm absolutely fine to send you a few bits for you on that. But the B12, I would say, like, take the supplementation if you can, if you are on a plant-based diet. It's a really big thing. Yeah, definitely. Because what it does is it breaks down your fatty acids and and amino acids, which is in protein. But it also helps make red blood cells. So as you can see here, it's all animal sources that it comes from. So dairy, beef, pork, poultry, fish, eggs. So yeah, really think about that. Vitamin C, that everyone always likes to talk about, it does act like an antioxidant, and it helps make new cells in the body, and it helps improve our immune system. So we've got fruit and fruit juices, pepper, broccoli, tomato, and spinach. Okay, so yeah, I think we all know that one anyway. Vitamin D strengthens and helps form bones and teeth via calcium and phosphorus. Okay, now obviously we do get in the summertime, particularly all those who are traveling, so cabin crew and flight crew, you are seeing a lot more sunlight than most people. Or in the summer, we get a lot more vitamin D in us from sunlight. However, in the winter, that's why I like to take a supplementation for it, because it is a lot lower. But you can get vitamin D from egg yolk, fatty fish, liver, and then it says here sunlight as well. So yeah, that's why I'll be taking it most definitely over the winter months. Vitamin E also acts as an antioxidant and helps stabilize the cell membrane. So from what I remember from biology years ago, you got a cell, how it's made up, and you got the nucleus in the middle, and then the membrane's the outside of it. So it's helping stabilize and keep them nice and strong and healthy. So we can get that from nuts, avocado, tofu, whole grains, and seeds. So when I say for the membrane, this is all over your body. Your whole body is made up of cells. So think about that. Vitamin K, essential for blood clotting and helping regulate blood calcium. Okay, when I say blood clotting, we do need a form of it in our body. So like when we have a cut, we have those platelets that come to the surface and obviously form a scab. That's from clotting, that kind of thing. So think about that. So how can we get that, like a healthy source of it? Broccoli, Brussels sprouts, liver, and leafy greens. So are you noticing here with these vitamin supplements, it's all pretty much good sources of protein, your fibrous carbohydrates, so like your whole grains, and also from a lot of fruit and veggies. Do not underestimate the power of fruits and vegetables, okay? The other thing I want to touch base on is iron, okay? Because I've had quite a few of you who have had iron deficiencies recently. So a lot of you have said that you've had anemia. So we need to think, why do we need to take iron, okay? Now, the reason we need to have iron in us, obviously it treats anemia, which is where normally that's where a lot of women particularly suffer with it from heavy periods and things. Boosts hemoglobin, but also it reduces your fatigue, okay? So it's likely to make you feel more energized, and it's going to help boost your immune system. It's going to help concentration with your brain, and it helps with your sleep as well, your quality of sleep. So that's one thing I really want you to consider as well. Now for Food sources for iron is going to be particularly, again, like red meats, but also leafy greens, lots and lots of leafy greens. So notice I keep saying veggies, 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 veggies. I know it's boring, but my goodness, it's going to make such a difference and it's going to be so beneficial for you. So really, really, really think about it, okay? So yes, we can't avoid catching viruses, but we can help ourselves in some way or another. So eating well, staying hydrated, moving your body where you can, okay? And when you're feeling a bit low and demotivated, that is your time to get moving and start doing something and making action, okay? Stop making excuses and find a solution to how you're feeling. The more you do in terms of moving your body, making sure you're recovering, like resting well and recovering, so sleeping well at night, making sure you're eating balanced, but not cutting up things you love, but getting those veggies in particularly, you're onto a winner and you will kick ass this winter. Okay? So thank you for listening to me and my croaky COVID voice. I do apologize. I didn't do a proper presentation for you like I would normally do, but you gotta love life right now, haven't you? So to all of you, thank you so much. Oh, I haven't told you about the Matt Marsh shoot, have I? Right. Yes, I still need to put the package together for that as well. I'm very aware that a lot of you are like, I'd like more info. I'd like to know how to pay him. I do apologize. I haven't done it yet. Like I said, I can't make up what's happened to me in the last week. It's been horrendous. But anyway, last 2 weeks, in fact. So I'll tell you what I know for now. And then when it comes to it, I'll try today, if I can, to put together an information sheet. But bear with me, okay? So I've already had 13 of you say yes, which is very exciting. And I'd love more of you to join, okay? This is going to be a fantastic day. So what do you expect when you come to a shoot with Matt Marsh? Okay, this isn't just about having abs or looking ripped. Yes, he does have pictures of people looking like that, but he takes pictures of people in the way that they want to have images. So not everyone that comes to him is ultra lean or what you would expect from like a bodybuilder, as it were. But what he does do is he finds those angles which are perfect for you. He's got the most insane lighting. So I suppose I'll explain the studio in a second, but he will give you the biggest confidence boost you could ever imagine. So he starts off the shoot by doing a sort of like an icebreaker. So you stand in front of the camera and it's like profile shots, and you stand and pose in different ways, smile, look to the sides and all kinds of things. And while he's doing it, he's saying something funny, he's joking around, he's so much fun, and it makes you feel good. Then he gets out some props. So for me, it was the barbell, and we did some sumo deadlifts, we did some back squats, and we did some pendlay rows. And yeah, so I got some action shots of me doing some moves, and the imagery kept lighting kept changing for the imagery. So he's got loads of different, everything's black, all of it. The equipment's black, the walls are black, it's very dark in there, but then it's like almost like nightclub lights in there, really bright neon lights in different parts of the room. And then he's got so many different gizmos for his camera. Like, you'll be amazed how many light things you have around you to get the perfect lighting. So it does feel like you're in the middle of a lightning strike when it's taken, but he then turns the camera around and shows you what he's created, and you're like, oh, is that me? It is it's a big confidence boost when you see those. So anyway, you start off with the props, and after you've done the props, you then move over to cable machines. You could use, if you want to use the leg press or back row or the Smith machine, you could do what you like. He's also got a battle rope. He's got all of these. He's got a dumbbell free weights area. So no doubt when you all arrive, we'll go over to the free weight section. I can guarantee we'll all be doing some bicep curls, some lateral raises to get a proper pump on, so you feel pretty like feeling good for it. And then you go over and then you get some pictures done. So how I think the day is going to plan out, we'll know close to the time, is you guys are going to arrive just before 10 o'clock because we've got the slot 10 till 4. So we've got loads of time, which is great. Well, a great amount of time. So we're going to arrive. He's got a kitchenette area where you can dump your bags, you can do your makeup, there's a kettle there and stuff like that, so if you want a cuppa. But yeah, there you'll walk in, you'll be able to dump your stuff. There's free weights, we'll all be doing it together. It'll be hilarious, it'll be such a laugh. I'll be going, guys, let's do this, let's squat, and we'll have fun while we do it. Don't worry, I won't get you sweaty. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to do that to you. I'm not that mean. So we'll then do like with the props, then we'll go over to like different machines and stuff. And then I really want to get group shots with you guys. I want us all together, all like posing in a way, and just me going, look at my amazing crew. Like, you guys, I'm so excited just to have you all in one place together. It's going to be so good. It's going to be amazing. So a lot of you are saying, well, let me know what happens in terms of payment and stuff. So the information sheet will come out and it will have Matt's bank details on it. So he's the one that's going to receive the payments, okay? Not me. He gets them. And then he will confirm with me who has paid, okay? So you've got options here. No matter what, the deposit is half of the price. So the price for the shoot is £125, which is ridiculously cheap. Trust me on this. Like, I just had a shoot with someone else and I didn't get anywhere near as much. This is cheap. Anyway, it's £125. So you pay 50% of that. So that's what, £65 or something like that. No, £62.50. Anyway, so you pay that. Now, you can either pay the full whack now, it's up to you. But if you pay the whole lot before New Year's Eve, you don't have to pay VAT. From the 1st of January, Matt is going to be VAT registered. So then there'll be an additional 20% on top, which is like another 25 quid. So if you want to avoid that, then obviously pay it before New Year's Eve, okay? So what is included in that? You get 5 edits of your choice. You get to, when you have finished a shoot and you've gone home, he will email most likely me with everything, like a link. And then what I will do is send it out to you guys. And then you can go through all of the images. You can keep them all. By all means, keep them. You can have all of the raws, okay? But you need to pick your 5 favorites, and then his editor will edit them, and then he'll send them to you privately. Now, if you want more than that, then obviously you need to speak to Matt and then pay him the additional how many more you want, but he can liaise that with you. But to be honest, 5 is quite a lot. The raws are already incredible as they are. So and they are all high resolution. So they're all incredible quality and it's a great thing to keep, okay? So it's going to be very exciting. I've also spoken to Attack and they are going to sort out a few bits with me. And you will receive some stuff from me as well. So I'm not giving anything away, but it's going to be a fun day, I promise. So this is also another thing, is that this winter is going to be hard. It's always hard for people, okay? And there's this doom and gloom with COVID at the moment. I know there is. But having something like a photo shoot in March is quite exciting. You've got something that you can look forward to. Now, like I said before, I don't like people working towards a photo shoot for aesthetics, but you've got something to be excited for. And there's something for you to just look forward to in the future. So something that kind of keeps you on the straight and narrow, as it were. So have a think about it, okay, guys? And if, honestly, there's no like cut off when you do or don't want to join as well, okay, with the photo shoot. I think the last person can say yes is 12 weeks before the shoot, which is the first week of January. So you've got time to think about it. And if you are interested, then please do let me know. But I honestly, the more of you doing it, the better it will become. But yeah, it's going to be so exciting. So I'm going to go now because I think my voice is literally getting worse and worse and worse. But please look after yourselves, keep healthy, stay safe, and I love you all. See you later.